So we're live. Minnie, are we scrolling live yet?
I got an awful lot of people
Okay.
rolling in.
Okay, so we are live, everybody. It is Friday. I've just been told it's Friday. I thought it was Thursday. This is Festool Live. It's Festool Friday. And this is episode 169. Wow. We are 31 episodes away from the bicentennial Festool Live. Did you know that? Yeah, for sure. Okay, everybody, let's introduce the room. Over here we have Christine on the board. Behind the camera we have Chris the Unit. He's doing this again. Okay, over here we have Min Min.
Hi, everybody.
Minnie Gleb. Tell her, hey, look, you've already got all these people here.
I do.
And we have a special guest today. This is Laura. She's our customer experience person in Canada. Woo! And her and I have been training on tools all week, the last 2 weeks. And we got more training next week. Woo! All right. So, the word of the day was given to me by Minnie. It is a plum. Like Chris has a plum. And Christine has a plum. And Minnie has a plum. A little extra. And Laura has a plum. So look it up. I had to. I haven't heard the word in 30 years, and I love it. So go look it up. It's awesome meaning. All right, everybody. Woo! Today, episode 169, I will reflect on a couple other episodes. A lot of the stuff that we're going to showcase today, Chris has put it into the description, including those other episodes. Whew. Boy, Chris, you do such a good job.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Can you hear thank you on the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good, good. He has a voice. I just want to make sure. Okay. Now, today's episode is on a new, I'm going to say accessory, but it's a series of accessories that we put all together, and I'm going to call it all out, okay? Don't expect me to add it all up, but when you add it all up, because it's a set, it is one heck of a value. So check it out. Okay, so it's the FS Guide Rail set. It is available March 15th, I think, here in North America. Did I get that right, Christine? Daggone, one of these days I may do this for a living. Okay, so what comes with it? Okay, let me get this out of the way. It does not come with the TS60. Woo! Okay, it comes with 2 of the F-style screw clamps. I'm gonna break those out right now, because we will be using these today. All right, save the package. It comes with 2 FS 1400/2 KP. These are the brand new guide rails, and I'll show you what all these holes are for today. Okay, it comes with a set of connectors. They come in a 2-pack, okay? And it comes with a guide rail case. Whew. So I'm going to point it out. You guys have, and gals have asked for this over the years. We've always had them for the cases for the 1400 rails. But available March 15th are these new guide rail cases as well. They're not part of any set, but the cases are separate. But we have one for the 1900 rails. Okay, but we also look, because sometimes these in transportation get dinged, we have them for the FS 3000 rails. And you got a zipper here, so you can store all kinds of stuff in there, like clamps and adhesive pads. And this is what we're gonna look at today, is adhesive pads. Those come in the guide rails that you get. So so add it all up, you'll see it. It's really cool value. All right, oh, and it doesn't come with this, but I'm gonna use this for setup today. That comes with your saw. Okay, so the first tip I'm going to give you on this, and yes, have we done guide rail videos before for Festool Live? Absolutely. Episode 125, we do a deep dive into the FS guide rails. But what I want to point out is sometimes I like to give tips and tricks on things, and I was going through this week. This new bag here, okay, has the place to store extra stuff. But if we put the rails in here like this, whoopsie, okay, it'll fit 2 rails. But what I want to point out is when you do this, Okay, make sure you nest them. And when I say nest them, Chris, come in here so you can see this. What I like to do is when I use guide rails like this and I'm putting two together, you see how we have the two ribs here and your splinter guide here? Do the opposite the other way like this, okay? That way there they nest together and you don't have double ribs on one side. That way there they fit perfect. Okay, so that's all I have to say about the bag. I swear that's not my bag, baby. All right. You always have to have an Austin Danger Powers in there. Next, let's get the bag over here. I'm just gonna drape it over here for now. Okay, boy, there's so much to talk about today. Let's go to connecting rails. In videos prior, I've always reached it because I always have one. I'm not transporting rails anymore. I'm either in my shop at home or I'm here, and I have an FS3000 here and at home in my shop. Okay, but when I was back in Fort Lauderdale, I had to connect rails. And last year we came out with new connectors, and this is a really nice new system that we have for connecting rails. Okay, there's two, and this is so much easier to explain, but set up. All right, look, you have this one, and guess what it says? 1. And the second one you put in is 2. Right? These have expansion joints, and with these 3mm hexes here. So when I put this in the bottom of, and you'll see momentarily, this expands. So it brings this rib right here into perfect alignment where you need it. This one acts as a stiffener. And in that package, we include this $300 hex key. Boy, the values never end, do they? I'm kidding. Okay, so when we come over here like this, and yes, I've shown how to use these connectors before, but it's always good to have a little refresher. I'm gonna flip this over like this. I'm gonna flip this over like this. Okay, so let's take number 1, all right, and bring it right in like this. And what I like to do is you have this center line here. I like to get it close to center, and I tighten these two up first, and that's starting to expand in this rib, just like this, just like this. So we're good. Now, when I put this one in, I don't butt them hard together. I put a little teeny tiny space in there. I usually throw a business card in there. That way there, if it's not cut at the factory at a perfect 90, it'll still line up perfect when we expand it. Good. So I'm going to tighten that one up. Yes, Chris, I know to put that in next. Not only is he the world's best camera dude, he's also my coach. Okay, oh my goodness gracious. Did you see that on the film, the finger? He said you forgot this. Oh my God. Oh, you're adorable. Oh my God. I'm gonna slide this in. Whoop, 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 whoop. Between you and Minnie today, Minnie dropping a plum, I have to give her 20 bucks for that. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, I have too much fun doing this. Oh. Minnie, how many people we got watching?
174 at the moment.
Woo, baby, did I ever say thank you? So guess what's just happened? We put the stiffener in there. And now we're ready. This is in perfect alignment. This rib is in perfect alignment. And that's what we care about, because that's where the track saw rides. So let's take her over. Bring it right here. And yes, this is the Splinter guide. You could tell these are brand new. We have to cut that today. And I've always seen the controversy on that, where you have, oh, should I cut it unsupported or cut it supported? Today I'm going to cut it supported. I've cut them unsupported. It makes no difference. What we're doing is we're taking a TS60 that I have right here, and we're going to marry it to the rails. So wherever I place this Splinter guard going forward, guess what I'm going to have? Absolutely perfect splinter-free cuts. So I'm just going to reach over here. Whoopsie, where'd I put it? Right here in my pouch. I'm just going to take, and remember, you always want to have some guide rail before and after, and with the two 1400 rails, okay, 55 inches of cut, Times 2, what's 2 times 55? Minnie, don't tell them Minnie.
110.
110, you have 110 inches of ripping capacity. Or crosscut capacity. So I'm just going to take the limit stop to give you 6 millimeters. Remember when you take your track saw, make sure you knock out the lateral tolerance so there's no wiggle on there and it slides smooth. I'm going to plug this into my CT dust extractor. And here's another tip I don't think I say enough of the time, because this used to happen to me all the time. I'm just going to hook up. I'm ready to go. I'm going to take my dust extraction connection and put it on here like this. I'm going to set my depth real quick. Now listen, I have videos just recently, as of in the last 10 episodes, we did the TS60. Okay, so you can always go back in the Festool Live tab on the Festool USA website and check out all the great content or training we've done. Okay, so I'm just going to set the depth real quick. Okay, we get plenty. Remember, watch. I want to start forward of the cut, which I'm going to on this. I'm going to hit my window down like this, and I got to cut my splinter guide. Woo! Okay, so time out. This is a topic that I wrote yesterday that I want to talk about. Now, I'm ripping plywood right now. I don't think I've ever in an episode showed you when I'm ripping plywood that I clamp it. I usually don't because I don't have the movement on there. But when I do use the clamps, whether the F-style screw clamps that come with the new FS guide rail set, or the quick clamps, I'm going to run over here, Chris, because I have this all laid out for everybody. The FS quick clamps, all right? When I'm ripping hardwood because of undulations in the board, I could take these and right underneath, let's get that in there, I could take that, bring it right up, and I can guarantee that this rail will not move now. And you know what? I'm going to throw one down here just because I came in a set. And we'll set it up like this. We'll slide it in like this, and we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so remember I always teach, oh, you know what? This is what I don't talk enough about. Get your dust extractor out in the middle of everything, like this, so you're not, what, reaching with your saw. I'm just gonna take it like this, wrap it up around my arm, bring it out here, and make the cut. And because it's clamped, and because it's guided on the track, it's effortless. Remember, always get behind the saw and bring it up full speed. So we'll save this for edge banding. I'm just kidding. Woo! Okay, so look, see how we've cut the splinter guide? Just like this. And wherever I lay these guide rails now, that TS60 will cut exactly on that daggone line. And if I cut cross grain, it'll be splinter free. That's why the Festool track saw and the Festool guide rail system. All right, so while I got you, and I was talking about clamping, let me just peel this off, okay? I'm gonna stay right here. There's another clamp I want to talk about. It goes missing. I've talked about it in several episodes, but I'm going to unclamp this. Is it unclamp or declamp, Minnie?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That was really good. Did the aha come through? Okay, good. We got to get a full mic on Minnie, man. She just makes me laugh all the time. So I'm going to flip it over. And what if I have multiple cuts? And I don't want to walk it back and forth to clamp it all the time. We have this system. This is the FS Rapid Clamp. I'm going to put the first piece of the puzzle on like this. Okay, gets in there like this, okay? I'm going to visually get it right here and lock it in. I just don't want that to interfere. Then I'm going to come over here, and you're going to understand it's like a trigger clamp. So I can, and release it here, I can guide this from any side I want when I'm locking it down. So as I bring this, and the nice thing about it, it's got a slight arc to it. So that way there, I can actually clamp it at a slight tape if I want on my witness marks. So I'm going to slide this in like this, get it close. What I like to do is this, pull this, bring it in like this, and then tighten it up. So check it out. I go like this, and look, it's locked on. And if I need to release it, I just take it like this, and I'm good. The other thing to remember is if I'm cutting, come down here, Chris, so you can see this. If I'm cutting low to the floor, I could take it, and if it's the height of this handle gets in the way, I could take it and rotate it, and it still works. So hopefully that came through clear on the video or the live. So that doesn't come with a set, but it's just one of those clamping pieces that we have of our Festool guide rail that nobody else has. It's pretty neat. So I'm going to take this off. Whew. And another clamp we have is this. It's our suction cup system. We call it the Gecko. And you have this, when you get it as a set, this fits on the guide rail. So follow me over here. Boop, 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 boop. All right, and where this goes, of course, is the guide rail. And this will lead into the adhesive pads. So I slide it in like this, get it in there, aim it like this. I like to put a center mass. And then I take, and when you tighten these two screws here, you have to use a Festool screwdriver. All right, okay. Chris, is that right?
That's right.
All right, did that come through? Okay, good. Good. Phew. And then, oh, let me close the door. Chris, get in here. I wanna flip it around. You got that?
Oh,
yeah, baby. I don't want to cut that sticker. Okay, but look, I could put it on here and say I got to cut a light as I'm going through on this solid door. I can lock it like this and lock it like this. And you know what it also does? It makes a really good door handle. All right, never mind. Okay.
It did for years.
Okay, now. It did for years, didn't it, Minnie?
Yeah, it did.
We did have that on there for years. Okay, so let me grab that hex key. I'm going to take this apart because I got this question when we first started talking about these adhesive pads and why. And also, you don't have to keep taking these connectors on and off. What I like to do is leave them right inside the rail here, so when I need them, they're right there. Okay, but I'm going to take this apart. And what if I don't have one of those geckos? I have these. So I'm going to coach you on a few tips on using these. I will always tell you these are one-time use. And the reason I'm telling you is because I don't know if you're going to clean your material, which it says in the instructions, of dust to make sure it's dust-free, or two, I don't know how many times you're going to use them. But I've used them more than once. They work great, but I can't recommend that because I don't know what material you're cutting. The way they go in is just like this. They fold in, and that's what those holes are for right there. Okay? You also have these two holes here. And what those are for is if you don't have adhesive pads and you want to screw it down to something, we have those countersink holes. Now I'm looking around to show you what that other thing's for. Okay, whew, right when you think you have everything set up. So the other one I'll show you is I'll just build it really quick. What if you go to the job site and you got a router and you got your other kit here, and you got it all here. You got it on your roller board, and you want to walk into the job site with it. That's what this center hole's for. It fits perfectly, just like that. Whoa! You just got to make sure they're all. Chris, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, good. I know. That's why you got to lock the T-locks. I was waiting for your finger to come in. Okay. Okay, and you can go to the job site, and you can still carry another stack. You're not trying to balance everything, or one hand's not just for the guide rail. So that's what that center hole's for. How sticky are these? All right, you peel them off like this. You peel them off like this, and boy, do these stick. And when I say do these stick, watch. Let's take it like this. I don't want to. Let's take our gecko, And yes, I've had these up, these geckos on that door mini. They've been up there a week or two, haven't they?
Yep.
Okay, they really adhere to there. But, see these stickies? I've put those up a week from this past Monday, so we're almost 2 weeks and they haven't fallen off. But there's a situation with them. If we come over here, you gotta make sure you take them off because they really stick over time. I put these on a couple years ago and I can't get them off. I have to take a scraper. But when you put that on there, and same thing, I gotta cut that little T light or whatever it is, side light. I could take that and I can effortlessly take my track saw and put it in there and plunge right into that door. So there you go. And yes, we have done a video on the adhesive pads. It's on Festool Live. Okay, whew. One more. I'm gonna do this one more time. I wanna point something, oopsie. Holy moly, do those stick good. Woo! Make sure you take these off, lickety split. Okay, so I'm gonna do this really quick again, just because I have them, because I have something set up for this. And I wanted to make sure you understood this, because there's a reason I always recommend the 3000 rail. It's because I use the Festool FS parallel guides at least once, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times in a week, every daggone week, to rip ply down or rip consecutive strips. It's the, I call
Minnie helped them. That's what I am.
Is that the guy from Alabama?
All right, Minnie, let's see.
Oh, there we go.
Are we live again? This is cool.
We were live for a while. We
Tell
just
everybody
started.
something.
Oh, but this is cool. Hey, and was the mic live the whole time?
No.
Oh, good. Hey, Laura, did I swear at all? No, huh? Hey, I'm learning how to do this. It only took me 169 episodes. Okay. I'm hoping I pick up where I left off. Okay, so one of the things I talk about all the time, weekly, all the time, is these. These are the FS parallel guides. Okay, this I truly believe, oh God, I think we came out with this in 2009, maybe 8. This completed the Festool guide rail system. This basically is an indexing system for our guide rails. Works with every guide rail. But what's nice about it is, this is what I really wanted to show this week, is you have plenty of room forward and aft to put on your FS parallel guides. Now, if you want an in-depth on these, it's episode number 26, and Chris has that in the description. So, with 110 inches, you have plenty of indexing and plenty of room forward and aft. So I'll say it again. I think I said it 4 or 5 times. This is one heck of a value because you get the right lengths to combine to use the entire Festool system. When you combine the adhesive pads, the connectors, the F-style screw clamps, Okay, yes, you got a great carrying bag to keep everything in one place. It just adds up. So do the math yourself and you'll see. All right, so I'm going to take these off because I want to talk about what makes Festool guide rails and system quite different. At one time, we were the only system on the market. But what's important to know, I'm just going to take this off. Whew, I got to remember how to do this stuff. I got to go watch episode 26. All right. So when people look at tracks and they know we have what is known as a track saw, I think the real breakaway for our company, Festool, is we have this multi-basing system for a Carvex. Guess what? The Carvex also works on the guide rail. It's just not for the routers. Almost every one of our routers works on the guide rail as well. Okay, the OF 2200, the OF 1400, and the OF 1010. The only one that doesn't work on the guide rail is the the MFK 700. That's our trim router. Okay, so when I use this, in the beauty of the Festool router system, hopefully you know this, I've talked about it 100 times, when I can line this up and run this parallel or anywhere I want by locking this, that is the center line of our router bits. So set up on the guide rail with an accessory for our routers called a guide stop that works with the rods, allows you to guide the Festool routers perfectly parallel. Or you can angle it. Any line that you can follow with this router will do. Straight line, I should say, not curved line. All right? So, whether it's the 2200 guide stop, the 1010, or the 1400, this is such a great value because you can use that. So say you don't have a track saw, okay? But boy, you need some guide rails for your 1400 with a guide stop. It's all in one package. Whew. All right. I got to look around the room to see if I did everything. I think I did. What do you think, Unit? Did I? Oh, hey, did that come through? Huh? Can you say that? Hang on a second. Would you say, Unit?
I think you did a fabulous job.
Oh, my goodness. He set this up perfectly for me. Oh, my God. I got a compliment. All right, let me get this out of the way. You know what? I don't need it out of the way. There we go. Okay, so what do I got to do next? Oh, hey, that was pretty cool half hour, wasn't it? All right, so I got to call these off. Woo! Hey, he was first, wasn't he, Minnie Joe? From Waseca, Illinois. Okay, Illinois. It's actually Illinois, I know that, but I like saying Illinois. Hey, we have Ruben from Centurion, South Africa. We have Michelle from Paris. We have the Big Island Ed. We have Jason from Fenton, Michigan. Hey, Jason's always there with us, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Every time. Okay, thanks, Jason. We have Merlin the Magician from Walla, Washington. That's pretty cool. We have Mike M. You know what M stands for? Martinez from Austin, Texas. We have Ray from Pensacola, Florida. We have Big Doug from Zionsville. We have the other Warren from Caldwell, Idaho. Mike from Wolf Village, Poland. Rob from South Devon, England. We have Blake Weber from Novato, California. We have Edric from Citrus Heights, California. We have Des from Harrogate, England. Rick from sunny Blackpool, UK. Hey, I got a question. What's the difference between UK and England? UK is the United Kingdom. That's all of those places together. Wales, Scotland, Ireland, and England. Cool. See, hey, did you know that?
I had no idea.
You're, whatever. Okay, we have Byron. We have Lord Byron from Burlington, North Carolina. We have Jacob from Rhode Island. Oh my God, there he is. It's dark. It's dark on Dayton. Woo! All right, I'll see you next weekend, brother. We have Ant from Fontana. It's California. He's a cool guy. We have Jay and Gloria from the UK. We have Jason and Yana. Woo! Boy, you haven't seen them in a couple years, hey? Okay, from Granite Falls, Washington. We have Rockler. Rockler's Captain Kirk from Georgia. We have Woodcraft and Crew from Dayton. He's back. It's Rob from Cinnaminson, New Jersey. Laura, it took me about 20 episodes to pronounce Cinnaminson. Yeah, but I finally got it. We have Dale from Swaterlincote, England. We have Mac from Woodcraft in Springfield, Virginia. We have Gerald from Derrida, LA. Milo from Serbia, Belgrade. We have Cameron from Annapolis, Michigan, Maryland. We have Russ from Chichester.
Russ.
Hey, Russ, I've been following your Instagram feed. Are you still on top of that mountain partying like there's no tomorrow? That was a cool IG video, dude. Robert from Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Stevie Z from Sweden. Petri from Jolarvi, Finland. Keith from Bozeman, Montana. Jerry G. I'll see you tonight. Sugar Grove, Illinois. Steve from Preston, UK. David from Portland, Oregon. Bermuda Steve. Michael from Edmonton, Alberta. Mac from Krimpen aan de Lek, Netherlands. Salim from Federal Way, Washington. Warren from Batavia, Ohio. Mike P. from Hawaii. Dave from Georgetown, Ontario. And back for the 169th time, Tom and Kelly from Eatonton, Georgia. We love you. All right, we have Frank from Downers Grove, Illinois. Jurgen from Delft, the Netherlands. Alonso from Mississauga, Ontario. Your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
All right. Garrett from Lafayette.
He was having sushi.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, he said he wanted a fruit plate.
And he got sushi.
Yeah.
Hey, you know I had sushi once? I got it to go. I took it home, put it in a frying pan, cooked it up. Just tasted like fish. Boom, boom. Hey, that's a plum. Woo, woo. All right, we have Spatrition. That's Willie. We have Johnny O from Atco, New Jersey. We have Apo from Akka, Finland. We have Dave from Arvada, Colorado. Dylan and Rebecca from Cadston, Alberta. Durango Pat. That's cool. It sounds like a cowboy name, huh? Durango Pat from Colorado.
He's from Durango, Colorado.
No kidding. That's why we call him Durango Pat. Kurt from Rochester, Michigan. I'm getting pretty good at this, aren't I, Unit? All right. We got Jeff from Cincinnati, Ohio. John from West Valley, Vermont. Soren from Denmark. Craig and Tyler. The Knuckleheads from Wirtz, Virginia. How you doing, Bronskis? We have Carrie from Dallas, Texas. Dale from Hillsdale, Michigan. George from Greeley, Colorado. Joe V from Akron, Ohio. How you doing, Joe? Darren from Boston, Massachusetts. Jeff from Saratoga Springs, New York. Peter Halley. How you doing, Peter? We love you. We have Steve from Bellevue, Nebraska. We have Jim B. from Greenbrier, California. Joe Knutson from Bellevue, Nebraska. Matt from Newark, Ohio. Leather by, oh, that's Dragonfly.
Yes.
Woo! Patrick and Michelle, how are you? John from Sleepy Hollow, Illinois. David from Israel. That's so cool. Roll from Wolvega, the Netherlands. How you doing, Roll? Glad you're doing good. Paul, Cheryl, and Sam from Anthem, Arizona. Fish and Doogie from Lancaster, PA. That's so cool. Dave, and it's her. The world famous Gwen. Say it.
Gwen.
Say it, Manny. Gwen. And Dave from West Virginia. Patrick from Strongville. Dan from Whitestone, New York. The Whooped Woodsman from Portland, Oregon. Gail from Eden, New York. Eric from Huntsville, Alabama. I'm going to put you on the back, man.
Okay.
Wow, look at this. I can't pronounce that one. You got to help me with that one. We have Wolfram and Sid from North Wales. Mattenwag. Whoever this is, these people from North Wales are awesome. I have to watch YouTube video after YouTube video for pronunciations. I love you guys. We have Geeve from Shaker Heights, Dan from Kingman, Arizona, and Minnie, I'm going to North Wales to do a Festool Live.
Yay.
All right, we have Dan Kingman from Arizona, Dan, my man. We have Michael C. from Winchester, Virginia. B Rad from Orlando, Florida. B Rad. I'm always rad. You're always rad. We have John from Peasleyville. Yep, okay. Paul from Reading, Berkshire, UK. We have Matt from Tinley Park, Illinois. We have Mark from Anaheim, California. Yizu from Paramaribo, Suriname. Gary from Beers with the Boys. Will van der Geek from Pannerden, Netherlands. Michael from Czech Republic. Bilbo Baggins from Denmark. We have Mark from Los Angeles, California. Brian from Puxadawny, Pennsylvania. Do you know the groundhog? Do you know Phil? All right. We have Off the Cut, Columbus, Ohio. Oh, my God. I heard that was a podcast. Gary from Plano, Texas. Jason from Puyallup, Washington. Jerry from Eakeston, England. We have Adrian from County Cork Island. I've been there. George from Greenville, South Carolina. Nick from Paradise, Wisconsin. Jeff Covey. How you doing, Jeff? It was great seeing you last week. Yes. Daniel from Barrettville, Switzerland. Russ from Spencerport, New York. Dick from Katy, Texas. B. Double Dizzle from Bentonville, Arkansas. Etienne from South Africa. Flint from Smithville. We have Chris Bellamy from Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's Minnesota. We have J. Paul. Is that J. Paul Gelly? We have J. Paul Getty here?
I hope so.
Wow, he's got a heck of a museum. I've been there. Devin from South Carolina. Wang from China. Rick from England. What? Wow. Johan? Would you say that's Johan from Tallinn, Estonia?
Could be, yes.
Or Johan? Johan? Oh, no, Johan, who's got a broom. Okay, good. We have Ireland. Ireland, I'm so sorry. Ireland is the Irish Republic. It is not part of the UK. I apologize.
Northern Ireland.
Yes. Northern Ireland is part of the UK. Paul from Austin, Texas. Sam. Callie is a super fan. How you doing, super fan from Callie, Sam? Small Project Central, Miami. Woo! Okay. We have Bar Cow from North Caucasus, Ingustenia.
That's new to us today.
What is it?
New to us today.
New to us today, and I'm going to look this up as I take pictures of this. Ingushetia.
And Alex is here from London.
Alex is here from London. My apologies, because Ireland is one of my favorite countries. It is not part of the UK. I stand corrected. Shame on me. Sean Walsh, my tour bus driver, is killing me right when I get back over there. Okay, everybody. All right. Hey, I think that's a wrap. Laura, I want to thank you for being here with us. She's our new executive producer. She's replacing the unit. I'm just, okay. Well, thank you, Min. Thank you, Christine, as always. Absolute perfection. And everybody who was tuning in, what was our max today live, Min?
I saw 214.
214 people at work, 12 noon in the U.S. at lunchtime. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, everybody. I wanted to just say this, and I say this every darn episode. We love you. Thank you for being part of us and letting us come into your offices, your homes. A lot of you in Europe, around the world, it's morning or it's evening dinner. Thank you for welcoming us into your homes. Hey, guess what? It's a wrap! Episode 169. Mindy's going, let's get out of here. It's the weekend. Woo! We'll see you guys later. See ya.